people today. They could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer.
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate.
Your money lives longer.
I just bought that.
I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Welcome to AARP Illinois' virtual event. It's so wonderful to have you with us. AARP is on a mission to connect with individuals across various communities, especially those aged 50 and above. We're here to listen, understand, and address the unique needs of you and your community as we age. Our goal is to enrich your experience by expanding our local activities, providing opportunities for you to discover and engage with all that life has to offer right here in your own community and virtually. As we journey through today's event, we invite you to consider joining our dedicated team of AARP volunteers. It's a chance to make a meaningful impact and help us better serve those 50 plus across the nation. Connect with us and be a part of this vibrant movement toward positive change. Welcome, and let's make this event both fun and transformative.
Hi, I'm Allie, and today we're doing another slow flow. We'll be standing a little bit, moving a little bit, trying to go slow-ish. So we will go ahead and get started on our backs so that we can take a few moments to settle in. So coming down however feels the best for you. You can have your feet on the earth. Maybe you drop your knees in. Maybe you extend your legs long, arms at your side, or maybe you connect hands to heart and belly. And again, take whatever feels comfortable so that you can get settled into this space, into this time that you've taken for your practice. And settling into your breath, beginning to notice it. Perhaps slowing it down a bit, perhaps increasing, deepening, lengthening the inhales, the exhales, finding whatever pattern, rhythm, type of breath feels best for you. Practicing that awareness of it, trying to stay with it as we move. Perhaps you notice if the mind begins to slow a bit as well, maybe finds a bit of calm amidst the distractions of life, externally, internally. If not, that's okay. It's a constant practice, one you can come back to at any time when you remember, practicing finding a sense of peace, presence. Start to take a scan of the body, noticing how everything is feeling today. Noticing areas you may want to be a bit more gentle with, maybe areas you may want to challenge. And remembering that this is your time, that you've done the hard part by showing up. So make it enjoyable for you. Practice offering yourself some kindness, compassion, acceptance to wherever you may be in each and every moment. Practicing listening to yourself and trusting what you need. Exploring variations of shapes and poses, maybe taking something completely different as you make your practice yours. And perhaps you'd like to take a big full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, reaching the legs long. Maybe point and flex the feet, roll the wrists, the ankles. Maybe feel some cracks and pops. And then we'll start to bring both knees in for a hug. Hands can come to the legs, shins, thighs, wherever you'd like. And then if you'd like, you can start to widen the legs apart. So if the hands are at the, maybe the tops of the shins, you can widen the legs. So the soles of the feet are facing forward and the the legs are kind of like outside of the ribs. Knees are squeezing more toward the shoulders. And you could stay right here, or if you'd like, you can take a happy baby variation. Maybe you reach the hands for the feet, ankles, anywhere else along the legs, drawing the soles of the feet to face the sky. Knees toward the earth, the underarms. Maybe the feet face more in between, forward and upward. And breathing. And then from here, we'll gently start to release that left leg, left foot to the earth. And we'll keep the right leg as is. So you can either have that left foot planted on the earth, or maybe you let the left knee fall open to the left, or maybe you'd like to extend that left leg long on your space. Left hand can be wherever feels most comfortable. And breathe. And then if that left leg is not bent and foot planted on the earth, you can take it there now. Left foot on the earth, knee toward the sky. Finding a reclined figure 4 as we gently cross that right outer ankle to the top of that left thigh just above the knee. Trying to keep that right foot flexed if possible, trying to press the ankle into the thigh to encourage that right knee away from the upper body. You could use that right hand to press into that right thigh. And you could stay right here with the left foot grounded, or you can start to lift the left foot, hug the legs in, holding on to that lower right leg, or maybe the hands go in between the legs, that right space between the legs, and the hands can find that left leg or one another. And begin to come back to noticing the body and the breath. We'll start to, if that left foot is lifted, you can gently release it back to the earth, uncross the right, and we'll take that on the other side. So you can start to hug that left knee in, hug that right knee in, hugging both knees in once again, and taking the legs wide-ish, and then finding that happy baby as we reach for the feet, ankles, anywhere else along the legs, soles of feet to the sky, or more in between. And then again, we'll release the, this time, right foot to the earth, or you can always extend that leg long. And breathing. And then wherever that right leg is, let's plant the foot on the earth as we find our reclined figure 4, gently taking left outer ankle, top of right thigh, just above the knee. As we think about encouraging that left knee away from the upper body. You can either, again, kind of use that ankle to press into the thigh. You can press that left hand into that left thigh. You could stay right here, or you could lift that right foot, hug the legs in. And breathe. And then if that right foot is lifted, you can release, uncross the legs, you can take the legs long, or you can start to hug the legs back in. And maybe you rock on the spine a bit side to side if the knees are hugged in. And we'll start to come to our seat. So you can gently press up, or you could rock on the spine front to back. We'll come to our seat, and then we'll start to transition right onto hands and knees. So however it's best for you to get there as we come to our tabletop shape. So coming onto all fours, on our shins and tops of feet, toes are facing that back short side of your space. Fingers are spread wide-ish as we think about grounding the fingertips into the earth. Maybe a slight micro bend through the elbows. Setting up for some cat-cows. As you're ready, on the inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine. Crown of the head and tail upward-ish. And exhale, rounding the spine, press the earth away, chin toward the chest. Inhale, arching up for cow. And exhale, round for cat. And then start to take a few more on your own as you move at your pace and with your breath. Maybe you'd like to add some extra movements, gently shift front to back or side to side. Maybe you send the hips toward the heels, they don't need to touch. Noticing if your breath, your body connect, move together. And then we'll start to find our tabletop shape again. And from here, we'll start to walk the hands forward as we come all the way down onto our bellies. And we're coming onto the forearms, so we're finding a sphinx shape. So you can kind of adjust the legs, come to the tops of your feet, and then the heart is lifted. Forearms are on the earth, fingers are still spread wide, facing that top short side. You can have the elbows in kind of closer to the ribs or walk the hands, the arms further away. As you think about having that arch in the spine, pulling the heart in between those upper arms, using those forearms for support, and the face can be kind of down toward the earth, so try not to strain the neck upward. And breathe. And then you can gently begin to lower the upper body, the chin or the forehead could come to the earth. And gently start to slide the hands underneath the shoulders so that you can use the hands for some support as you press back up and then right into a child's shape for a moment. So you can send the hips toward the heels. You can keep the arms reaching out long if you wish, biceps by the ears. Forehead can be at the earth, or you can always bend the arms, stack the forehead on top of forearms or hands. Or if you have any items that you're using, props or blocks, spokes, pillows, blankets. And then we'll start to gently press back up into that tabletop shape, all fours. As we inhale, drop the belly for another cow. Exhale, round for cat. Rounding the spine. We'll start to curl the toes under and then begin to lift the knees, sending the torso toward the thighs and the tail upward toward the sky as we find a down dog shape. So you can start to pedal out through the feet. You can keep as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Heels don't need to meet the earth. You can readjust the weight through the fingertips. You can shake the head a bit, yes or no, just sort of finding whatever feels good for you to come into this shape. Maybe you take a deep bend in that right leg, coming onto the ball of that right foot, and think about extending that left heel toward the earth. Again, it does not need to touch. And then if you're doing that, you can switch sides, coming onto the ball or the toes of that left foot, bending that leg as you think about sending that right heel toward the earth. And then gently coming back towards center. Again, maybe you pedal through the feet a bit more. And we'll start to walk the feet toward the hands. So finding a ragdoll shape at the top of our space. You can have a deep bend in the knees as you let the belly rest on the thighs. You can have the hands on the earth by the feet, or you can reach for opposite elbows. Maybe you take a gentle sway side to side with your upper body. Trying to allow the head, the neck, the spine to be heavy, to relax.
And then if you have a hold of the elbows, you can start to release the hands back to the earth. And take a slow roll to stand. So you can slowly slide the hands up the legs, let the head be the last to come up. Maybe you shrug out the shoulders, maybe you wiggle through the toes, rock on the feet. And as you feel ready, find some stillness as you ground the feet into the earth. The arms can reach alongside the bodies, like you're reaching those fingers toward the earth. Thinking about lifting up through the kneecaps, engaging through the quads, the core. Noticing your breath, those inhales and exhales. And on your next inhale, we'll reach the arms up. So maybe the biceps are by the ears, maybe the fingers are toward the sky, or however high you'd like for them to be. Maybe you tilt your face upward. And hands come to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. And keeping that left arm lifted, we'll start to release that right arm down to the side. So the right hand, the palm might be on that outer right thigh. And then we'll inhale the left fingers a little higher, finding length. And exhale as we lean to the right. So you can kind of slide that right hand down the right leg, or you could also have that right hand on that right hip. Maybe you turn your face up under that left arm, finding a side stretch on that left side. And then we'll start to gently come back up through center. That left arm is still lifted. We'll come right into a twist from here. So you can begin to take that left arm, reaching it forward, and start to reach that right arm back behind, gently twisting the upper body toward the right. So the arms are parallel-ish to the earth. And then the fingers are left fingers reaching forward, right fingers reaching back. And breathe. And then gently start to circle that right arm down, reaching it all, coming back through center, reaching both arms all the way back up toward the sky. Or again, as high as you'd like. And we'll take that on the other side. So we'll start to keep that right arm lifted, releasing that left hand down to the left side. So maybe that left palm is on that left outer thigh. As we inhale, reach the right fingers a little higher. And exhale, take a lean to the left. And maybe finding some length along the right side of the body. Maybe turning the face up under that right arm. Gently coming back up through center, and we'll start to find that twist as we take that right arm, reaching it forward, straight out in front of us, and then begin to bring that left arm, reaching it back behind us as we gently turn the upper body toward the left. And breathe, feeling like someone's pulling you in either direction with those arms, pulling them apart from one another. And then we'll gently come back through center. So you can circle that left arm down, begin to come back through center. Hands touch, exhale, hands to heart. We'll find a forward fold. So you can always take the hands to the hips, or if you'd like, you can reach the arms back up. And we'll take a slight bend in the knees. Maybe you press the air away with the arms as you hinge forward, hands to the earth. Inhale for a half lift. Hands to the shins or the thighs, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And we'll start to step the left foot back, finding a runner's shape. Hands are framing that front right foot, around the ball of that left foot. Heart and face can be forward. And then we'll find a twist from here. So that left hand can stay grounded where it is to the inside of that right foot. You can drop that left knee, left shin to the earth if you wish. And on the inhale, we'll start to reach that right arm to the sky, twisting the upper body toward the right. And then gently start to release that right hand back down. And from here, we'll take that right hand inside of the right foot and begin to crisscross those hands toward that long left side of your space, lengthening that right leg and turning the right foot. So we're in a wide leg forward fold. So the feet can be parallel to those short sides of your space. Maybe the toes are turned in or turned out. And then you could stay up on the fingertips with length in the spine, upper body facing the earth, or you can start to fold forward with the upper body, the head, the crown of the head kind of toward the earth. Maybe you start to bring some gentle movement, bending through one leg and then the other, just kind of swaying a bit side to side. And then coming back through center if you were moving a bit. And we'll start to walk the hands to that left foot. So we're coming back into that runner's shape, but at the back of our space. So walking the hands to that left foot and then turning the feet so that the feet are facing the back of our space. Hands are now framing that left foot. Heart and face can be forward. Breathing. And then we'll start to find a forward fold at the back of our space. So you can come into this however you'd like. Maybe you kind of take a big step, hop up with that right foot. Maybe you drop the right leg and take some little steps. So wherever you are, we're in a forward fold at the back of our space. And you can come up how you'd like to stand. You can take that slow roll we took before, or you can start to slightly bend the knees, circle, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And then hands meet at the heart. And then we'll take that again, making our way back to the top of our space. So just kind of taking the opposite sides. So however you'd like to forward fold, hands can be at the hips, or you can reach the arms up, slightly bending at the knees as you fold forward. Inhale for a half lift. Hands can come to those shins or thighs or blocks or books or a chair, whatever you may be needing or wanting. Exhale, fold as we come into that runner's lunge again. So this time stepping that right foot back first. And the heart and the face can be forward, hands framing that front left foot. And we'll find that twist as we ground that right hand where it is to the inside of that left foot. Again, you can always drop that right leg to the earth as we start to inhale, reach that left arm to the sky, gently twisting toward the left. And breathing. And then gently start to release that left hand back down. And we'll take that left hand to the inside of the left foot as we begin to once again crisscross those hands to that long left side of our space, starting to lengthen the left foot and starting to turn the left foot so we're in that wide leg forward fold. So the feet can be turned in, turned out, parallel to the short sides. You can stay lifted up on the hands here, the fingertips, keeping length in the upper body, so the front of the upper body, the face are facing the earth, or you can fold the upper body forward. And you can stay still here, or you can find that movement if you'd like to take a little bit of a bend in that right leg and then the left, just sort of moving side to side. And coming back through center if you were moving, and we'll start to walk those hands toward that right foot this time as we begin to turn the feet to face that top of our space, coming into that runner's lunge once again. Back to the top of our space. So hands framing that right foot. And then once again, however you'd like to come up into your forward fold, however you'd like to get that left foot up to meet the right, we'll find our forward fold at the top of our space. And however you'd like to stand. So you can slowly roll, you can slightly bend the knees, circle sweep the arms, meeting with the hands at the heart, and breathing. And then from here, we'll find a chair shape. So you can take the hands to your hips. You can keep the hands at heart center. You can reach the arms up so the biceps are by the ears, fingers toward the sky. And we'll start to gently bend through the knees and drop the hips as much or not as works for you. Maybe you wiggle through the toes. Breathing. And then we'll take a gentle forward fold from here. So you can begin to lengthen the legs back out, fold forward with the upper body. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. We'll start to make our way to our seat from here. So you can begin to bend the knees and drop the hips. Maybe on your way down, you take a toe stand for a minute. So coming to the balls of the feet and lifting the heels. And you can keep the hands on the earth, or maybe you'd like to bring the hands together up toward the heart so that you're balancing, taking a little balance shape. on the balls of the feet. Maybe the ankles are wobbling a little bit. Breathing. And we'll start to gently release to our seat if you're not there. And from here, we'll find a butterfly shape. So the soles of the feet come together, knees drop open to the side. Feet can be as close in toward the body or not. Hands can come to the ankles. Maybe they interlace in front of the toes. Maybe the hands come in front of the ankles, the shins. And you can hinge forward with the upper body. You can gently press the elbows into the calves, keeping the face and heart forward. Or maybe you'd like to gently round the head toward the earth. And breathe. Gently begin to walk yourself back up. And then we'll take a straddle, a wide straddle. So you can begin to lengthen out take your legs to the sides, lengthening them out as much as works for you. So it doesn't have to be super wide. Taking those legs out to the sides, think about flexing through the feet, toes toward the sky. This might be enough for you right here. Maybe the hands are on the earth in front of the legs, inside the legs. Maybe you have the hands on top of the legs. And maybe you gently start to hinge forward with the upper body so the face and the heart can stay facing forward. Or once again, if you'd prefer, you can start to round the head toward the earth. You can have those hands in, or if you want, you can walk them forward. So finding, again, whatever feels best. You can always have a slight bend in the knees, whatever works best for you in your straddle wide leg seat. And begin to gently walk yourself back in, back up. Take your time. You can take the hands. We're bringing the legs back in. You could take the hands kind of like underneath the backs of the thighs to help bend those legs and bring them back in. And you can take the feet to the earth as you start to gently make your way down onto your back. And take your time in getting there. Once you arrive, you can start to bring the feet toward the glutes. We'll find a bridge shape. So the arms are alongside the body and maybe the fingers graze the heels or not. And if you choose to do so, as you're ready, press the feet into the earth as you begin to lift the hips. As much as is okay for you, maybe you think of sending the knees forward. Maybe you use the arms to press into the earth for support. And remembering to breathe. And gently start to release. You could take the feet, walk the feet wide as your space, outside of the hips. And you could find stillness, drop the knees in toward one another, or if you'd like, you could take some windshield wiper motions as you allow the legs, feet, the knees to drop right to left, going at your pace. Coming back up through center. So we'll find a reclined twist. You can always skip it if you would like. You can take whatever version you'd like. Maybe you have the legs stacked and bent on top of one another. I'm going to extend the left leg, hug the right knee in, take that left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and gently carry the right leg across the outside of the left, kind of rolling up onto that left hip. You could stay right here. You can have the face to the sky. You could extend that right arm straight out from the right shoulder. Maybe you turn the face to the right. You could take something completely different with the arms and the legs if you're choosing to twist. And breathe. And then as you're ready, gently start to come back through center. And begin to find the other side. So whatever version you're taking, maybe you extend that right leg long and hug the left knee in. Taking right hand to the outer left thigh as you gently carry left leg across. Moving on to that right hip. Again, maybe left arm extends to a T straight out from that left shoulder. Maybe face to the left. Maybe something totally and completely different. Breathing wherever you are. Begin to gently come back through center. Taking your time. And you can begin to bring the knees in, give yourself a hug. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you take those legs wide as we did earlier. Maybe you find that happy baby reaching for the feet or anywhere else and draw the soles of the feet to face the sky-ish, knees toward the earth. Maybe you stay still, maybe you rock on the spine, maybe you find some movement through the legs, extending one and the other. And then as you feel ready, begin to set up and find your final resting shape, your Shavasana. You could have the feet planted on the earth, you could extend your legs out long, maybe take the legs wide, letting the feet drop open. Arms could be alongside your body, maybe hands are at the heart and belly. Maybe you'd prefer to be on your side, your belly, your seat. So whatever shape makes you feel the most comfortable, so that you can practice taking a few moments of stillness. So that you can practice releasing any residual tension left in your body, from your temples to your toes. So that you can practice with each exhale, relaxing a bit deeper into the earth. Into relaxation. Stay here for as long as you can, allowing yourself this time to rest. If you do need to or want to begin moving on, start with becoming aware of the breath once again. And begin to bring some gentle movement back as you wiggle through the fingers and the toes. Gently rolling the wrists and the ankles. Softly rocking the arms, the legs. Perhaps reaching the arms up overhead for a big full body stretch. Maybe bring the knees in for a hug and roll yourself to your favorite side in sleeping child's shape as you rest your head in your bicep pillow. As you take a few more grounding breaths. A few moments of gratitude for taking this time for your practice.
It's time to practice offering yourself some kindness, compassion, acceptance so that you can continue to offer that as you move about your day into the world. Gratitude for all your blessings in life, big and small. And as you feel ready, gently press yourself to a comfortable seat. Take your time to get there. As you take another moment to reflect on the breath, remembering the restorative effects the breath can have on the mind and the body. Remembering that you can come back to this practice of intentional breath, helping you to find a sense of peace and presence. And if you'd like, on the inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. May you have compassion in your thoughts. May you have kindness in your words and actions. And may you have love and peace in your hearts. Thank you for joining. Until next time, take care and be well.